Marrying Mum and Dad is back!
Get ready for more crazy parents handing over total control of their wedding day.
The kids are in charge! They can do whatever they want!
Mum and Dad have no idea what's about to happen.
Are you ready for a huge surprise?
They have to wait until their wedding day to find out.
It's a massive risk.
And we've got less than 4 weeks to organise everything.
Awesome.
On today's show...
I now pronounce you officially 100% in charge!
The kids want a wedding that is truly out of this world.
Even if it means building a whole solar system by hand.
Never wanted a poop-coloured planet.
Can our secret wedding planners reach the stellar heights they're hoping for?
Or will their ambitions crash and burn?
We're about to find out.
Because we're
Marrying Mum and Dad! One of the most important days of your parents' lives, their wedding. Surely no mum or dad would be reckless enough to put kids in charge, right?
Wrong! That's right. 3 kids in Middlesex are in control of everything.
These are the facts that you gotta be told. We think our mum and dad are out of this world.
Jade, Grace and Seb are 2 sisters and a brother who are boldly going where no wedding planners have gone before.
My organising skills are the best on the planet.
My gadget skills will come in handy. Dad is stellar and Mum is amazing. This is why our theme is officially Stargazing!
Stargazing, eh? Bright idea. Well, the first thing you need if you go and look at stars is a telescope.
We'll also need planets, constellations, and unexpected astrological phenomena.
Ah. An unexpected astrological phenomena. Mum Maddie and Dad Sean have been engaged for 15 years.
15 years! No wonder the kids have decided to take control.
My mum is a beautiful, caring mum.
My dad can be funny and silly sometimes.
Daddy really likes space. He has his own massive telescope and he likes spotting all the planets.
Dad's hobby has given the kids an idea that's new to marrying Mum and Dad. A nighttime wedding where not even the sky is the limit. Mum and Dad will be completely in the dark, of course.
I'm going to be incredibly nervous.
It's got to be a mixture of excitement and a little bit of fear.
Do it with fear, definitely.
Bye! Go on, guys.
See you later, Mum and Dad. We've got secret wedding planning to do.
You've got loads here. The kids need a venue, but wherever they go in the country, they won't get any closer to the stars unless they look up.
And upwards doesn't come more spectacular than this, the Orbit Tower at the Olympic Park. The kids can take Mum and Dad into orbit while still in the heart of London.
And there it is, the orbit.
That's really tall.
So how do we get up there? I'm not climbing them stairs.
It does look like a lot, doesn't it?
The orbit was designed by famous artist Sir Anish Kapoor, and luckily for Grace, he put in a lift. At 114 metres, it's officially the tallest sculpture in the world. Where better to be nearer the stars in a stargazing wedding?
Is the wedding venue of Mum's dreams a giant welded steel sculpture?
My perfect wedding would probably be very, very pretty, sparkly things, big castle maybe.
It may not be a pretty, sparkly castle, but the kids think this is a stellar wedding venue.
It's a good view of London.
Look at the Olympic Stadium.
See the gherkin?
Canary Wharf over there. So can you see them getting married in this space?
Yeah, there's plenty of room.
So the view's great, but how do we turn a glass room into outer space?
We could hang up planets and stars and make it look really spacey.
Big stars on the floor.
What, stars everywhere?
Yeah, like stars on the floor, stars on the walls. Yeah.
Shall we say venue sorted?
Venue sorted.
Venue sorted. Big handshake.
Yeah.
It still needs some work, but the countdown to launching Mum and Dad into orbit has begun.
The kids have found their venue. But what happens if it's cloudy? Not much stargazing then. We need to guarantee stars at this wedding. We need...
Pop-up planetarium.
This portable inflatable planetarium will let us project stars on the wedding day, whatever the weather.
You like it?
Yeah, what's that thing up there?
That's the moon.
What are you picturing on the day, Jade?
One of these, but twice the size because it's got to fit all our guests in it.
Well, I found this one, so you guys need to find a bigger one.
Aye, Captain!
Yep, if they want a bigger one, they'll have to find one. And the kids aren't just going to project stars, they want to screen a whole film in 360 degrees.
I'd like to do a story for the wedding.
If we could get a famous scientist to tell the story, it'd just be really cool.
So the kids want to make a stargazing-inspired film for their stargazing wedding, and they want a famous scientist to feature in it.
It's never simple, is it? This is a big idea.
Fear not, Naomi. We're heading to Hurstmonceux Observatory in East Sussex. We're hoping to persuade real-life space scientist Dr. Maggie Adair-Pocock to be in our film. Dr. Maggie's presented loads of Mum and Dad's favourite astronomy shows like Stargazing Live and The Sky at Night.
What can I do?
We've written a movie and we would like you to be part of it.
What's the movie about?
Mum being a star and Dad being a planet, and Mum gets attacked by aliens, but then Dad comes up and trumps the aliens away.
So when you say trumps, you mean trumps?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be in it, hopefully.
I'm not doing any trumping, I'm sorry, guys.
Amazingly, this famous space scientist agrees to be in our film about trumping planets. But is Dr. Maggie really ready for these guys?
Camera rolling.
Camera rolling.
Sound ready.
Sound ready!
Action.
Space is amazing. When you look up at the night sky, you're seeing light that's travelled quadrillions of miles.
Cut.
Shall I do it again? What should I do differently?
Hand actions.
Louder? Okay.
I'm glad you haven't been directing me. You guys are harsh.
Take two, here we go. Action.
Space is amazing. When you look up at the night sky, the light that is reaching your eye...
Cut.
Be louder this time.
OK, even louder.
At least they know what they want. The director's very demanding.
I make the big decisions.
I bet it's not like this on The Sky at Night.
You're one of the scariest sound operators I've ever worked with. Fearing for my life.
Time for take 3. Action.
Space is amazing.
Jade's finally happy, and Dr. Maggie's in the can.
Cut. That's a wrap, that's a wrap.
It's safe to say that's entertainment sorted. See you at the premiere, Mum and Dad. The kids have come up with a dazzling idea for Mum's wedding dress.
Her starry LED dress.
She's actually going to have stars on her dress.
And then Daddy's gonna have similar to Mummy, but obviously not a dress because that'd be silly.
Oh, I don't know about that. But light up outfits, that's genius. But why have the kids brought me back to the observatory in the dark of night?
So what's looking through this telescope got to do with designing your mum's dress?
We're gonna look at moons and stars and then we want to put them on the dress.
You want to actually have all sorts of real-life constellations on the dress?
Yeah.
This world-class telescope makes Dad's look pipsqueak. He's going to be so jealous.
So that yellow dot up there, that's Jupiter, is it?
Tonight you can see Jupiter really nicely. Can you see the stripes across the middle?
Yeah, I can see 2.
Even the moon looks totally different when you're stargazing.
Wow, I see craters and everything.
Witnessing the infinite majesty of the heavens. What an awesome privilege. Now all we've got to do is stick it on a wedding dress. How hard can it be?
Don't worry, Ed. The kids are on it. Jade takes inspiration from their evening stargazing and adds Mum and Dad's star sign constellations to the design. a dressmaker will use LEDs to create the stars. Sorted.
True to form, the wedding planners want to do something very different with the cake as well.
What would you like the cake to look like?
Big sun cake that's 3D, and then little pop cakes around the solar system.
The kids want to build a solar system of cake planets, so we've beamed in intergalactic cake creative Sharon to help.
But how do we turn these into planets?
Right, we're going to cover them with some fondant icing.
First up, choosing our planet cake colours. Unfortunately, Grace gets to choose mine too.
What about brown and purple?
Brown and purple? It's the most disgusting looking planet ever. OK, brown and purple. Thanks, Grace.
Icing mixed. We roll it out into a constellationary crust and wrap it around our planets.
I've got a lumpy bottom.
There'll be 8 planets in our cakey solar system, as well as a giant sun.
Planet poop!
Venus.
And if you think an entire solar system made out of cakes is ambitious, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Planet poop's got the runs!
Because they want to send one of these cakes into actual space. For those who haven't sent a cake into space before,
In other words, most of us, Ed.
here's the plan. Our small cake is attached to a big weather balloon. It goes 75,000 feet up to the very edge of space. The balloon pops, said cake falls to Earth, we find where it lands and bring it back to join the rest of the cakey solar system. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is going to happen on the wedding day. Ah!
This is all possible. People actually do this sort of thing.
Just depends on what the weather's like.
And also the weight.
Oh, OK. How much does it have to weigh?
80 grams.
80 grams.
If the cake's too heavy, the balloon won't lift it.
It's actually 76 grams.
We're going to send the cake into space!
Cake sorted.
Cake in space on the wedding day? To be continued.
Try and cover that bit.
The kids have decided they want a car wrapped in super shiny silver foil for Mum and Dad's starry wedding transport.
I think if you fold it and bend it, it might stay in place.
They test the concept on Seb's own radio control car.
Not bad, but Mum and Dad won't fit in that, Seb.
Luckily, car chroming king Gregory is on hand to show us how you wrap a car in shiny foil for real.
Let me just grab a tape measure. Pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it.
That's our piece.
OK.
Oh, super sticky.
If this looks like we're about to put a big shiny sticker on an £80,000 sports car, it's because that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, drop it down.
It's like covering a book at school.
Giant stickers mean giant air bubbles, so the kids are on bubble smoothing duty.
She's on it, like a car bonnet. See what I did?
Oh, Naomi, I'm finding your car jokes tiresome. In fact, I think they're exhausting.
Good job.
Yay.
Peeling off the tape we laid first means the shiny sticker is cut and not the car.
Da, 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 da.
Woohoo! So that's how you add stellar shine to a car. But it's a slow, fiddly job. If the kids can find one that's been chromed up already, it'll be transport sorted. With just a few days to the wedding, the venue still needs decorating. Jade, Seb and Grace rope in some mates and set up a cosmic production line, making hanging stars and planets.
Jupiter!
They find a bigger pop-up planetarium to give their guests that big screen alien epic experience. Oh, and there's that small matter of sending a cake up into space. The kids check the weather forecast. We can't launch if it looks like the balloon carrying the cake will get blown into the sea.
This is no longer just a wedding. It's a space mission, and no one knows how it'll turn out.
The morning of the wedding. The weather around London is worsening, so we're forced to move the balloon launch site 150 miles away from the wedding venue, to Shrewsbury.
The kids can't risk missing the ceremony, so the person launching the balloon needs to be a bit more, expendable.
Morning, Steve. Look, I bought you your balloon. We're going to send it into space. Oh, no! No! I've ruined everything!
No, we've got a much bigger balloon than that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, way, way bigger.
Oh, good.
Steve is a weather balloon expert. If he can't get this small cake into space and back down in time to cut the cake, then nobody can.
Sorry, haven't had my 11s.
The cake goes in its special protective spacesuit, known as cling film.
String, bits of fishing wire. It's not exactly NASA.
It may not be the most high-tech spaceship, but it's our spaceship. Can it get our cake to the edge of space and back? We're going to find out.
Meanwhile, 150 miles away in East London, a wedding is about to take place. The ceremony room, high in the sky, has become the very cosmos itself. The kids' search for a shiny star car has come up trumps, and the supersized pop-up planetarium to screen the animated film is, well, popping up. This is going to be the wedding with everything. In fact, all that's missing is a cake.
Ah, yes. About that cake.
Hi, Ed.
Hi.
So how are you doing?
Good. I think we're nearly good to go.
Go on, move on. If they get back in time...
I know! I'm trying to send a cake into space! What more do you want? The bosses want liftoff. Steve wants...
Gaffer tape. Can you give me some gaffer tape?
Gaffer tape?
That'll do.
That'll do? We're sending a cake into space, Steve. That's not a phrase I want to hear.
Well, it'll have to do, because the clock is ticking.
Over in East London, Mum and Dad have been rocketed to a hotel just metres from the Orbit Tower.
Hello. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
I have a special delivery for you. Your wedding outfit.
Fantastic, thank you very
Someone
much.
will assist you to get into that. You're going to be blindfolded.
Wonderful, thank you.
This morning I am feeling really, really nervous. Just so excited about what today is going to bring.
Nervous? Tell me about it. I'm trying to send a cake up into space. Although Steve seems very laid back for an intergalactic cake pioneer.
We're good to go.
Yep.
We're good to go!
The weather balloon is full of helium gas, and there's a parachute that'll bring our cake, GPS tracker and camera safely back to Earth. That's the theory anyway. Time to call the kids to count us down.
Finally.
5,
4,
3, 2, 1! There you go! That's your mum and dad's wedding cake!
Good speed, little cake. Mum and Dad's wedding's relying on you.
Follow that cake!
Quickly, step on it! You better hurry up!
All right, I'm on it. As the balloon shoots spacewards, we race to where the cake should finally land, over 100 miles away. Fingers crossed the wind doesn't blow it off course.
You're my sat-nav.
Yes, I will be your sat-nav. And turn left. Sorry, right.
That's a good start.
One cake on a mission. Will we ever see it again?
Back in London, we can't hang on any longer. It's time for our 3 stars, plus one slightly squished orange planet, to reveal the wedding theme.
On the count of 3, you are going to open your eyes all together.
1, 2, 3.
What do you think?
Well done, guys.
Wow!
On your dress, Mummy.
This is so beautiful.
On your dress, on the front is Pisces for you, and then on the back is Libra for Daddy's.
That's so creative and so clever.
So, any guesses on the theme?
I think it's
Stars?
star themed.
That is correct. You are having your very own stargazing wedding.
Wow, perfect!
Fantastic, well done.
Smiles all round. But would Mum and Dad be so relaxed if they knew a key part of their wedding was halfway into space?
It's just crossed the Bristol Channel and it's at around about 19,500 metres.
According to the GPS tracker, if everything goes to plan, the balloon will come down in Wiltshire. Still a good 3 hours travel from the wedding. If all doesn't go to plan, well, the English Channel is waiting.
Over in Stratford, Mum and Dad are seeing their wedding venue for the first time. Through a telescope, of course.
So it's not the crane.
Yeah, it's not crane.
It's the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called the Orbit. So you are literally going into orbit.
Fantastic.
Come
Come on then, let's get the stars into space.
I can't
Off we
believe
go
you've
this
just
way.
given it all.
Stars into space? Ha! We've got a cake into space! Well, what scientists call near space, actually. 75,000 feet above the surface of planet Earth. Up here, the temperature is a freezing minus 55 degrees centigrade. This is officially the highest wedding cake in the galaxy. Steve and I celebrate with a cheese sandwich on the M5. Our cake would keep on going higher still, but we need it back. So Steve has set the balloon to burst. In less than an hour, our cake will land somewhere below those clouds. Where exactly is down to the wind. It's up to me and Steve to find it and get it back to the wedding in time for the cake cutting.
We'll need that cake soon, Ed, because it won't take Mum and Dad long to get to the wedding in this.
What do you think?
Oh, this is
Super
amazing.
shiny.
Dad, you're driving it.
Look at that.
Your own
It's been in the James Bond movie.
Mum and Dad are on their way to the wedding in a starry, chromed sports car. Steady on, Dad. Don't scratch the chrome.
As Dad puts his foot down in a sports car, Steve and I are somewhere in Dorset in a people carrier. But it doesn't matter, because guess what we've spotted? No, not a cow.
There it is! There it is! It's over there! There it is! That orange thing! That's our wedding cake!
Wait, let's go get it.
Right. Gotta get that cake! Don't believe it! This is amazing! Yes! I've got the cake! Steve, you genius!
Steve plays it cool, like a genius.
We did it!
We did it.
Yay! Now all we've got to do is get us to the wedding.
Success! After an emotional goodbye